Here we are at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, just about set for Friday night baseball on the show. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Jays look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Madison Bumgarner will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup in. Just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
He'll try it again, 3-2. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. The next 3-2. Into right field, that's a base hit. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Row, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Batting fourth. We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk. Smoke toward third. And there's one away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
This is line to left. Peralta is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. In now, Kevin Biggio, and now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. The 1-1. Shot toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months, and you're challenging Joe DiMaggio and the 56-game hit streak, it's all any.
Now here's a swing by Tellez as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play. And Matt Shoemaker gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Line towards center field. Davis is there, and he has it for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So they go down without a whimper. Now at the plate, Danny Jansen, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 35.
So here now is the pitcher, Matt Shoemaker. And we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1-2.
Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Peralta's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. And the throw in gets away from him. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this one bounds around against the wall.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Your attention, please.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp.
He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. In now, Rendell Gritcher. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him, because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is squarely on this player.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Slap hard the opposite way. Peralta is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randal Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
Batting 6.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In there, 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Nick Ahmed, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Booyah!
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Bullet back up the middle. Marte has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The pitcher, number 35. Matt.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Matt Shoemaker. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Shoemaker stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Bichette.
Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Ahmed. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Number 68 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 68.
Up next for Arizona, Carson Kelly.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Grichuk is there. 1 out.
Batting 9.
And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Martin.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lifted in the air to center field. Davis is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 6.
Back to the top of the order now.
Starling.
And that'll bring up Starling Marte. Another try at 2-2. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Davis is there, and he'll put it away to retire the. Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. Into the box now, Kevin Biggio. Line towards center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is
44.
officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Rowdy Tellez. That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yes. Into the box, Danny Jansen. Grounded back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment, because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
The 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw won't get him. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come, considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Got a full count.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the throw in gets away from him. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Marte going back. Holy
Toledo.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
Here comes the payoff pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Peralta going back. A leaping effort, and he brings it in. 2 away now after a great effort. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Before this game started, if you would have asked them if they would have been happy to score 9 runs in a game, they'd take it all day long. But 9 in an inning? That's just insane.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And digging in, number 3. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Slider laid off for a ball. Popped him up. Bichette moving to his left. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 7.
Now at the plate, David Peralta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Peralta.
No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So 2 are gone now in the Diamondbacks' 4th, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So striding in, number 27. He reached on a single in his first try. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Tellez is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. At the plate, Rowdy Tellez, and his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back, the center fielder just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Holy Toledo! Into the box now, number 68. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Billy McKinney.
Standing in now, Billy McKinney. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases.
This is just bordering on ridiculous now, guys. 19 runs in one game. To say that they're having some success at the plate would be like saying some kids are excited at Christmas.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, I'm not sure they can do anything different, but it comes a time where you have to call the dogs off. I mean, they've already scored 20 runs, and this thing ain't over yet. We might be here till midnight.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Racing back, the right fielder. Booyah! Taylor Clark gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Rendell Gritcher. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And it's a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Peralta ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
So standing in, Jonathan Davis. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. 1-2 now. Still only one out in the inning. Now a drive out to left center field. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one going for extra bases off the bat. And that's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Number 44.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field, but it doesn't quite have enough as it's off the wall in the deep part of the yard. And the second run will score as well.
Number 9.
Up next is Danny Jansen, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now to the plate, the pitcher, number 68. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. The 1-1 home. Driven nicely into the gap. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The right fielder, Billy.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and in to hit next the speedy Billy McKinney. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And Marte will make the grab, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovullo about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. And he got him. Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter. The catcher.
Ready now. Carson Kelly comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Ready once again, Bo Bichette. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Number 27.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hit hard towards the hole. From his knees, the throw. Got him. And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play.
Left fielder.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Randall Grichuk. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now batting. Number 49.
Now batting, Jonathan Davis. He bats with a homer and 2 doubles to his credit. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. Grichuk rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, Dero. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now
he pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Ready with the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Jake Lamb is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Jake Lamb.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Starling Marte. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 2-2. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Tellez has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting. Number 3.
So striding forward now, number 3. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks. Yohan Lopez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate, Danny Jansen. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at-bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
Now the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. After it is Marte. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. The 1-1. Line towards center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that. Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
So stepping in, number 27. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette, 3 for 6 in the ball game to this point. Hit hard to third. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
Now batting. The left fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Randall Grichuk. He enters this plate appearance 3 for 6 in the ball game thus far. The 1-1. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Marte on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the. Coming to the plate now, number 32, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now batting, the catcher.
Striding into the box, Carson Kelly. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Kevin Biggio, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, number 44.
So digging in now, Rowdy Tellez. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Scooped up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting,
Standing in, Danny Jansen. He went deep back in the 5th. Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true out.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Ken Giles takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Sandy Leon will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Popped him up. Tellez is there for it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting,
Digging
number
in the
3.
switch hitter, number 3. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win,
Time
it
of the
gets
ball game.
further.
3 out.